This is the Morning Swim Show, sponsored by SwimOutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. I'm Tiffany Elias. Now, the 2015 Women's NCAAs marked one of the fastest meets in history with numerous American and NCAA records. Let's revisit some interviews in the Finis Monitor from this year's star athletes and coaches in Greensboro.
100 free, Simone Manuel and Lia Neal. I don't know where to start. You guys had both awesome 100 frees tonight. Simone obviously breaking the American record, and Lia, your first time under 47?
Mm-hmm. On the relay.
Yeah. Well, just describe your swims tonight.
Do you want to go first?
Flip a coin.
No. Okay, I'll go first then. Just going out with the 100 free this morning, I felt a little sore, and Coach Greg told me to build it in the first 50. And before my race this afternoon, he was like, all right, just go for it. So that's kind of what I did, and prayed I didn't die too much. We had really been focusing on the second 50 of our 100 a lot this season, so I think we both executed on that like she did, especially in the relay, to finish off our 100 free pretty strong.
Yeah, I think definitely this day being the last day of the meet, I woke up like my body was just like, no. But like I had to push through it, and this morning after that swim, I like figured like I had a lot of things to work on, like timing my walls. That was a big part. So going into my final swim, I like really worked on that during warm up, like worked on my turns, and then on my final individual swim, like I pretty much I like improved on my walls. And I also try to take it out like faster than I usually do, and then by the time of my swim on the relay, like what I had to do to improve even more from the individual swim was to take it out even faster. So I'm glad that I had like all those tries to like get it down packed.
You guys both mentioned the end of that 100 free, because Simone, I mean, you weren't really clear of the field until really 15 yards to go, and certainly I wasn't sure about that record. And then Lia was basically nowhere with, like what Greg was saying, with 5 meters to go, he had no idea, and then you come in there and get second. Just talk, I mean, was that the plan really, or is it just how you guys swim?
I think that's just kind of how we swim, really focusing on getting our head down maybe the last 10 meters. We've talked about that from the first meet of the season, and really just when it burns, I guess you just got to push even harder, and we're really good at getting our hand on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
So the team getting third, talk us through that. How excited were you guys?
Yeah, super stoked. I think we were like a solid third place for like the past 2 days, so we just like wanted to finish off with a bang and do as best as we could for the last day.
Yeah, we've been through a lot this year, so we're really happy with how our team was able to pull a lot together.
So Lia, back to your relay swim a little bit. So Greg said, you had all these chances to get to 46. How are you able to put it together the last swim of the last event on the last day?
I think like just during my warm down after my individual swim, I was like, okay, this is my last chance this year. Like I need to go 46. I should be going 46. And I just like made sure that I had like the most perfect swim that I could have by working on a faster first 50, like having perfectly timed turns, and I think those were like the only two things I really had to think about, and I'm glad that everything fell into place.
Weren't you like exhausted by that point?
Oh yeah, my legs like have never hurt that much on the end of 100. So, but I was just like, if it hurts, like we were talking about it before the relay, we're gonna like go until it hurt. Like if it hurt, that meant that we were doing something right.
You guys had a bunch of very great, amazing relay swims this week, from obviously the win in the 400 medley on it was Thursday, and then Lia, you were on the 200 medley in the B final yesterday, and then obviously the huge American record tonight in the 400 free, and even last night in the 800 free relay. When you guys swam a pretty nice race to get second, which one are both of you most proud of?
All of them. I mean, all of them. I mean, obviously relays are very important to swimming. It's a time when you can really come together with your team and put together a good race. and I think we always have a lot of adrenaline and are excited and pump up our teammates. And I don't know, like relays are just awesome. And I mean, I think we put together 5 really good relays, and we're really happy with our performances.
Yeah, I think relays can be like can have the most pressure put on you, but they're also the most fun. Like being in the ready room with your teammates, and you're just trying to get each other pumped up and ready to go, and it just ends up being a lot of fun. And I'm so proud of like how we all did.
So tonight after the 100, the first thing everyone saw was the record, obviously, and then I looked over the Stanford cheering section, and there was Felicia, who was bright red, just absolutely going mad, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? And then I realized that you got second. Leah, talk about the fans you guys have had this week, because I've been most impressed, I think, with the Stanford cheering section.
Yeah, I love our parents. They're awesome. You may have seen them with their like tree hats. It's very cute.
Yeah.
They really get into it. Felicia, definitely, like being a spectator for the first time. Like I saw her, I would just look at her like across the pool, and like just seeing her would get me pumped up. She's like almost falling off of the balcony. So I think that was really great to have that energy.
She lost her voice.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, she's a true fan.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank
Good
you,
job this
guys.
weekend.
You can go to swimmingworld.com for complete coverage of the NCAA championship meets, including results, photo galleries, and more interviews. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for live meet results. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tiffany Elias.